clicking into my channel. Here, I will try to guide you all to get the maximum marks in every exam question, especially the STPM Maths paper. Okay, today we are going to talk about the composite functions. Okay, differentiation of the composite functions. Now, I will teach you two methods to do so. First, we are using the chain rule, and the second one, the power rule. So let's dig in. Now, to do the chain rule, we have a few steps that we need to follow. So the first one is whenever you get the function inside the question, we will try to change the function into, you might get a y or you might get a fx equals to something. So what we do is we take the y and the function given, we try to get the power of something. Okay, so if you get your question in the form of fx, so you will try to get a function to the power of that something. Okay, now that something inside there will be u. Okay, you will let it be u, and later you will try to do the differentiation of y equals to u power of that index, and you will get dy over du. Then you will differentiate also the u that you created in step number 2 to get du dx. Once you get dy over du and du over dx, you will combine them together, and that's your answer that you need. Means that's your differentiation answer. Okay, your dy dx answer. Okay, let's check this out. Now, this question asks you to differentiate y equals to something power of 10 with respect to x. So what you need to do is, in our first step, I will try to find that power. But here, for this case, the power is already given to you, which is 10. So we will do our second steps, where we are going to let whatever is inside the power, the brackets, we will let it be u. Okay, so for this case, our u, whatever inside the bracket, will be x cubed minus 2. All right, then we go to our next step. We will differentiate the u dy over du. So what will happen? We will use our basic differentiation rule. So if you didn't know that, if you need the video for that, please leave a comment in this comment box below this video. Okay, I will try to get it for you. Now, what actually you need to do is take the power of the index, bring it to the front, and then the index minus 1 means 10 minus 1, you get 9 here. Now, same goes for u. So for u equals to x cubed minus 2. What you are going to do is you are going to differentiate u. So du over dx is equals to 3x squared. So what will happen is 3 come to the front, and then index minus 1 minus 2. This is a number, so whenever you differentiate a number, you will get 0. All right, then we are going to put them into the rules. Okay, the chain rule. So we are going to take our dy over du and your du over dx, and we are going to put them together. So the place for dy over du, we will put 10 u power of 9, and for the place for du over dx, we will copy down 3x squared. Okay, actually, if you are good in mental calculation, actually, you do not need to like write out this step. Let y equals to u to the power of something, or u equals to x power 3. You do not need to write this out. Okay, you can directly apply the answer. Means from here, y equals to something power of 10. Okay, in the function power of 10, and you derive it. Then you will get directly u, okay? But you must at least write, let u become x power of 3 minus 2. You need to write like this step, okay? So the rest, you do not need to show the differentiation, okay, for a simple question like this, okay? Why? Because the marks that will be given is only for dy dx, okay? So when you combine them inside the chain rule, where you will see your marks. Okay, but because you are using an unknown here, for this case u, therefore you need to write let u equals to x cubed minus 2. All right, now next step will be simplifying whatever you get just now, and we are going to put back the u. So the u is x cubed minus 2, so we are going to put back into the question, and that's all. That's the end of it. All right, so that's your answer. Easy, right? Now let's check out the next question. For this question, there is no power yet. Okay, so we create the power from the first step, which we are going to bring out the square root to become power of 1 over 2. So square root is actually power of 1 over 2. So we are going to write in your y and your u. So please, if you know how to do already, you can just pause the video and you go on and write your y and your u. Okay, so your y is, and the u will be whatever which is in the bracket, which is 1 plus 5x squared. So you got u equals to 1 plus 5x squared. Differentiate y, so you will bring down the 1 over 2, index minus 1 will create a negative 1 over 2 over power of u. Okay, u power of negative 1 over 2. Next is this side, you differentiate that, you will get 10 power 10x. Okay, so the index comes to the front, you will get 10, and then the x index minus 1, so you will get x. Next, of course, you will combine them, so you will put both of them together, so you will have the dy over du and the du over dx. Put them together. Okay, once they are together, you will try to simplify it. So 1 over 2 and 10 can be simplified. You will get 1 mark for that. Now, once that is done, you remember the u is 1 plus 5x squared. So you will put it back into the equation. Because of this negative, you need to make sure you bring down the whole set, 1 plus 5x squared, bring it down to the bottom. So you will get 5x over the function itself. Okay, and this 1 over 2, transform it back into square root. So you will get 1 mark for that. So let's say if you say, can I like skip from here, means dy dx, straight away to get this one? Yes, you may. Okay, you may skip this step, so which means there is no need for you to show write the power of 1 over 2 at the bottom. Okay, you can straight away write, once you know that the power of 1 over 2 is square root, so you can straight away jump this step and move on to this one. Okay, easy job. Next, let's say if you have a cubic like this, right? Let's say if you have a cubic like this, so what is the power? Yes, power of 1 over 3. So now you know the drill already. Whatever inside the bracket will be u. So you will have your, but because of this case 2 over x, I need to like bring the index up so that it will be easier for me to differentiate later. So what will happen is my u is power of 1 over 3, which means whatever inside here will be my u, and my u will be x plus 2x power of negative 1. So I will differentiate dy over du and du over dx, but because of the negative, because when I differentiate that, I have negative 2 here, so I need to bring it back down. Okay, now it's time to combine them together. Yeah, all right, so you combine both of them, and if you can simplify, you simplify. For this case, you must put back the u only. Okay, there's nothing to simplify here. Okay, 1 mark when you put them together, and we will carry on with our u. So we are going to bring back the u into the equation. Once that is done, we need to deal with the negative 2 over 3. So negative means it's at the denominator. So we are going to bring this to the denominator. If you want to combine this and make it prettier, it's up to you. Okay, but just for 1 mark, I will leave it there for the meantime. All right? So next, what if the power or the square root is at the bottom, or the power cubic, or what power that they give you is at the denominator? So if it is at the denominator, your first job is to bring it up. Okay, so you will bring it up and make sure when you bring it up, it has a negative because it's from the denominator. Okay, so now my power is negative 1 over 2. So the u is still those whichever equation that you get inside the bracket. Okay, so you will have your y is power of negative 1 over 2, and your u is 1 minus x squared. Okay, once you get that, you differentiate your y, okay, and you differentiate your u to x, okay, with respect to x. So once that's done, you will combine them together. So just combine it. For this case, you can simplify the 2 away, you can clear it away, and this negative times negative will transform to positive. So now it's time to put back the u. So you will write the u, okay, and put it back into the equation. So that is your equation there. Now, once you got the equation done, what you are going to do is you're going to bring down the whole bracket because of the negative there. So that will be my answer. Okay, that will be my answer, and you will get 1 mark for it. Easy job, right? So this is doing the differentiation by using the chain rule. All right, so what about the power rule? Power rule is even easier. Let's check it out. Now, this is the basic formula you will see in any book for power rule. So, which means K, A, and B are all constant. Okay, N is the index or the power of the whatever brackets that they give you. So, whenever you want to differentiate this, the index will come to the front, like just now, okay? And then index minus 1. So you just need to copy whatever inside this bracket, and then index minus 1. The A here is actually the differentiation of whatever that you get inside the bracket. So any function that they give you, for this case, in basic formula, they give the easiest one, ax plus b, but in real exam, you will get more than that. So you will differentiate whatever you have inside the bracket and put it at the side. So how the steps goes? So first, like just now, we need to change it to the power of something. Okay, so if you get something with a square root or a cubic or power of without a power, you need to transform it into a power. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step is you need to differentiate the whole thing. So same following the formula that we had just now, bring down the index, okay, bring down the power to the front, and then whatever the function inside the bracket, copy it again, then the index minus 1, and differentiate your gx or the function and write it inside the brackets. Okay, lastly, you simplify. Okay, 3 easy steps. Okay, now let's check out the question. What you have here is without the power, so I need to bring out the power. So for this case, the power is 1/2 because it comes in the square root. Okay, so our next step, the second step, will be using the formula. So if you don't want to memorize this formula, just remember index come down, index -1, differentiate, put at the side. Okay, so what you do is differentiate, index come down, copy the whole thing from the bracket, index -1, differentiate whatever is inside the bracket. For this case is negative x squared, so you differentiate that, you will get negative 2x. 1, you differentiate 1, you will get 0. Okay, you differentiate any number, you will get 0. So you have this. Now once this is done, you need to simplify. Okay, so you will simplify, and same like just now, the index, you will get negative 1/2. So I believe you already understand the drill. So you get negative 1/2. So it is a index, negative index. So you will bring down it to the denominator, and power of 1/2 is actually a square root. So you will get your marks there. Okay, so 1 mark when you apply it into the formula, and 1 more mark you get when you simplify your work. So it's, although you use 2 different techniques, but the marks that you are getting is still the same. Okay, 2 marks, 2 easy marks. Now, if you have like this question, same thing, I'm going to bring out the power first. Once the power is ready, I'm going to apply. So 1 index come to the front. 1/2 minus 1, I get negative 1/2. Differentiate x power of 3 minus 4, I will get 3x squared. Okay, negative 4, I differentiate, I will get 0. So I will get only 3x squared. Next is the negative. I'm bringing down the whole thing, this whole bracket, I'm bringing it down, and it will transform to a square root. Okay, so 1 mark when I apply the formula, and 1 more mark when I simplify. All right, sounds easy, right? So sometimes when this is too easy, they will add another marks to the exam question, where they say find given the function, and they ask you to find some kind of values, okay, when given x equals to negative 2. So something like this. So this question will add another 1 more extra marks to the question. So you can pause the video if you feel that you know how to do this already, but you check out the last part of the equation. Okay, so what you do is, same thing, the power will go up, and you will solve it by bringing the power down and index -1, and the power -1, differentiate whatever you have inside and put it there, and then bring it back down. You can straight away change it to square root, it's no problem. Or for this case, I will write the square root when I fill in the number given, x equals to negative 2. So I'm going to fill it in and just press the calculator, or if you do not want to press the calculator, you just want to do a mental calculation, you will get something like this. And please remember that you should not, in STPM, you should not leave your answer in the square root at the bottom. So you will get this answer. So how to get this? It's very easy. You take whatever square root, multiply it top, multiply. So square root multiplied by square root, you will get a without something without the square root, and whatever square root will be on in the numerator. So your marks will be, okay, 1 mark when you differentiate, another 1 more mark when you simplify your differentiation, and the last mark will be when you calculate the value of f prime x when x is given as negative 2. Easy job, right? Great. Now, let's try one by yourself. Okay, try this and write down the answer in the comment section below. Okay, and see how I would really love to see if you all understand this session. All right, so subscribe, give me a like if this video is good for you, and it will motivate me to make more video like this. In my next video, I will talk about derivatives of ln x. See you in the next video. Bye.